The 2025 Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is finally here, and it's time to talk about what makes this bike one of the most exciting offerings in the mid-size cruiser segment. Welcome back to AUTO UNTIE, where today we dive deep into every detail of the new Meteor 350 BS7 model, what's new, what's better, and why this bike is still a favorite for cruiser lovers across the country. The Meteor 350 has always stood out with its laid-back stance, smooth ride quality, and classic Royal Enfield styling, and the 2025 version stays true to that formula while packing in a few key updates. First, let's talk about the engine. The new Meteor still uses the 349 cubic centimeters air-oil-cooled single-cylinder engine that makes around 20.2 brake horsepower and 27 Nm of torque. But with BS7 compliance, the engine now feels more refined, more responsive, and noticeably smoother during long rides. Royal Enfield has also made subtle tweaks to the ECU mapping, which has resulted in better throttle response and a slight improvement in fuel efficiency. You still get that same J-series platform that provides stability, comfort, and an overall relaxed riding experience. Whether you're cruising through city streets or taking on long highway journeys, the Meteor 350 delivers a consistent, planted ride. The 5-speed gearbox remains unchanged, but the gear shifts are now crisper and more precise than before. The gear ratios have been fine-tuned slightly for better city performance, especially in second and third gear, which now feel more usable in traffic. Visually, the 2025 Meteor 350 doesn't stray far from its iconic design language, but there are some cosmetic upgrades. Royal Enfield has introduced new color schemes and updated graphics across all three variants: Fireball, Stellar, and Supernova. The new Fireball variant now comes with dual-tone paint options and bold tank graphics that give the bike a sportier look. The Stellar variant has received new chrome detailing, while the Supernova, the top-spec model, looks even more premium with its windshield, dual-tone seat, and machined alloy wheels. Coming to the instrument cluster, the Tripper navigation pod remains standard in the Supernova and optional in other variants. But the display quality has improved with better visibility under direct sunlight. Royal Enfield has also updated the digital analog cluster with new backlighting and a smoother interface. Bluetooth connectivity is now quicker and more stable thanks to the updated Royal Enfield app, which lets you plan routes and receive navigation alerts directly on the display. In terms of ride comfort, the suspension setup remains the same: telescopic forks at the front and twin shocks at the rear. But damping has been tuned slightly to offer a plusher ride over potholes and rough roads. The Meteor 350 continues to glide over bad surfaces with ease, maintaining the comfort you'd expect from a cruiser. The seat cushioning has been enhanced this year, especially for the pillion, making it more comfortable for longer journeys. Braking duties are handled by the same setup as before: a 300mm front disc and a 270mm rear disc with dual-channel ABS, but bite and progression have improved. The lever feel is more progressive and inspires confidence, especially in wet conditions. Tires remain the same with CAT Zoom Plus rubber, which offers decent grip for daily commutes and highway touring alike. Now let's talk about features. While Royal Enfield hasn't gone overboard with tech, the brand has smartly focused on refining what already works. You get hazard lights, a USB charging port, side-stand engine cutoff, and a new anti-theft ignition lock system. Royal Enfield has also improved overall build quality with better switchgear, improved paint finish, and more premium-feeling plastics on the tank console and side panels. Fuel tank capacity stays at 15 liters, and with the refined engine and better fuel mapping, you can now expect a mileage of around 35 to 40 kilometers per liter depending on your riding style. That translates to a comfortable touring range of over 500 kilometers, which is perfect for weekend trips or long-distance cruising. One of the biggest strengths of the Meteor 350 is how easy it is to ride. The low seat height of 765mm, relaxed handlebar position, and mid-set foot pegs make it accessible for riders of all heights. Even beginners will feel confident thanks to its predictable handling and smooth power delivery. Whether you're a daily rider or a weekend tourer, the Meteor 350 is built to make your rides feel effortless and enjoyable. The pricing of the 2025 Meteor 350 has seen a slight increase, but it still remains competitive in the segment. Depending on the variant and color you choose, prices start from around 2.10 Indian rupees lakh and go up to 2.35 Indian rupees lakh, ex-showroom. When you compare what you're getting, style, comfort, reliability, and that unmistakable Royal Enfield road presence, it still offers great value. So if you've been looking for a bike that's practical enough for the city, comfortable enough for the highway, and stylish enough to turn heads, the 2025 Royal Enfield Meteor 350 deserves to be on your shortlist. With its refined engine, classic cruiser design, and improved features, this is a bike that continues to deliver the royal treatment on every ride. That's all for today's review of the 2025 Royal Enfield Meteor 350. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Auto Untie for more in-depth bike reviews and updates. Let us know in the comments if this is your next bike or if you're waiting for something else from Royal Enfield. Ride safe and see you in the next video.